How you going, guys? Well, you probably wonder why I'm sitting in my tinny in my backyard. Well, I wanted to kill two birds with one stone today by doing a video for you guys. And I got myself a new little action camera, and it's called the DJI Action 2, and you've probably seen it advertised. But yeah, look, I just wanted to do a trial with it, and I thought probably one of the best ways to do a trial of a new camera is to do one of my boat walkarounds, which hopefully you guys have checked out on the Coastwatch website or the YouTube channel. Now, my boat is exactly that. It's a series of videos that I'd like you guys to send videos in and tell me about your boat. So if you've got an interesting boat and you've got a GoPro or one of these, do a video. Tell us all about your boat. Like, everyone loves to see boats and the way they're designed, the way they're laid out. Everyone's got their own way of doing things, and I don't know about you, but I find it really interesting. So feel free to send in some videos. Certainly contact me via Facebook or Messenger, and you know, we can work out how to transfer the files, etc. So without further ado, I'm going to show you a little bit more about this action cam and then do a walk around of my little tinny. Now, I've got a couple of boats. You can never have too many boats, and of course we're having one built at the moment. But basically, it's beeping at me telling me camera will shut down. Okay, no worries. As long as there's enough power to do this video, we're all good. Now, yeah, this little tinny I've had for about 7 or 8 years, and I love it. It's probably one of those boats that I'll never sell, and yeah, I'm looking forward to showing it to you because it's fairly custom, and for its size, I reckon it's a pretty awesome little boat. So this is my boat, or one of my boats, and I look forward to seeing your boat. So okay, DJI Action 2. The thing I kind of like about it so far, and I've only just got it, is the ability to remove this little camera here, and that's totally waterproof. So, and look at the size of it, it's flaming tiny. So I'm coming up with all these ideas of how I can use this camera. But if you're wondering what this thing is hanging around my neck, this little necklace goes under your shirt like that. It's a magnet, right? I'll come a little bit closer so you can see, but this camera has a magnet on it, and bang, it's attached, right? So obviously what this has created is a chest mount. Now, we've all seen the YouTube videos of everyone using chest mounts, and look, at the end of the day, the vision can be marginal depending on what's going on like this. So I thought this would be a good way to test it and do a walk around on the boat. So obviously the vision you're looking at now is from a GoPro sitting on the corner of my boat, but the vision you're going to see from here is obviously the DJI Action Cam. So anyway, without further ado, I'm going to start the walk around, and yeah, let's see what the vision from this thing's like. Cheers. Okay, so we are recording from the DJI Action Cam. Now, normally in this scenario I'd probably use a radio mic, but I'm really keen to find out what the audio is like from this thing as well. So I'm just, obviously it's set on fairly wide angle, and obviously I can't actually see what I'm looking at the moment because it's attached to my shirt, but I got a feeling with the wide angle you're probably getting a fairly good view of everything there. So I'm just going to start a little bit of a slow walk around. Be interesting to see what the stabilization's like on this as well. So anyway, it's a Quintrex Explorer 390. As I said, I've probably had it 7 or 8 years now. I actually bought it brand new, and obviously as you can see inside, and we'll get to it in a minute, there's a fair bit of customization. The hull's been painted. The first outboard I put on it was a 20 horsepower Yamaha 2-stroke, and that was a good little motor, but obviously in time you decide you want 4-stroke, and then as the budget allows. And I also decided I wanted power, trim and tilt, and electric start. So I actually went initially for a 20 Yamaha 4-stroke, which had the power trim and tilt and electric start, but it was soon evident that the 20 wasn't quite enough horsepower for this boat. It's a fairly heavy boat with all the aluminium flooring in it, and I've also got a big live well there, so it's basically you know, quite a heavy boat that the 20 wasn't quite enough, and that's when I upgraded to the 34-stroke Suzuki. And yeah, look, in my opinion, it's a perfect match. Okay, so what I think I'll do, so I make sure you're getting a good vision here, is I'm actually going to jump in the boat and show you some of the layout. Originally, obviously, it was just a standard open Quintrex Explorer, which had 2 thwart seats, an aft thwart seat and a forward thwart seat, and that was it. And so basically what we did was we created a full floor and obviously 4.5 casting decks. So at the back here, and hopefully this camera is going to pick it up with its wide angle. So we've got fuel tank under there. Obviously it's just a normal removable fuel tank. Battery and fuel filter under there. This little hatch back here is actually a live bait tank. It's quite large. And then forward, so this big hatch here, that's actually a live fish well. So that's actually 1 metre wide. So, you know, obviously if I catch a serious flathead or even a barramundi and I want to keep it alive, it'll stay in there. But certainly, you know, if you were doing a brim or a bass comp or something like that, you can keep plenty of fish alive in there. Lots of storage, huge underfloor storage. So you see, by removing that thwart seat and replacing it with a full alloy frame and floor system, we just created so much more space in a boat this size. All the work was done by Offshore Marine Master, one of the boat builders here on the Sunshine Coast, and they did an absolutely unbelievable job. It's just one of those awesome little boats that has been so good to me, and I'll probably never sell it. Another battery there, obviously that's for the Minn Kota electric up the front. I've got a Fusion stereo, that's one of the stereo active, it's all Bluetooth, so it just hooks up to your phone. Heading sensor for the Minn Kota. On the front here I've just got a ram mount and little light bar there for when if I happen to be coming back from up the dam in the dark. It's nice to have a little bit of extra light, and that just plugs in via Anderson plug to the same battery as the electric motor. So yeah, just plug straight in. Obviously you're not going to be using the electric motor at the same time as the spotlight, so it's easy enough just to swap those over. Little casting seat there. The sounder I'm running at the moment is a Ray Marine. That's the Element 12, which has the hypervision. So it's 1.2 megahertz for your side scan and your down scan, down vision, which gives you obviously it marks barramundi and that like a beauty. So very happy with that gear. Okay, just basic switch panel down here, nav lights, cockpit lights, see little LED cockpit lights, bilge, and obviously the live well switch and a 12 volt outlet. So yeah, look, it's only a small boat, but it pretty much punches above its weight in my opinion. And yeah, look, I'm very proud of it. It's had a fair bit of customization, and I'm looking forward to having it for a long time. So well, there you go guys. Hopefully yeah, well, it'll be a good test for this little camera, and you got a bit of a look at one of my boats, and Quintrex 390 Explorer. Yeah, hopefully you liked it, and remember, don't destroy what you came to enjoy.